capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Warrior 70, Cougar 19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he's going to step up and run. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down. The Lions at 9-5 now on the year. And they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Drop 60, drop 60. Ready. Viking 18. Go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Come on.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. 5-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This will wind up a loss on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
70 Ranger. Let's go. 70 Lions.
They'll look to throw again. His pass caught with the 4. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Saints nothing. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready? Press all 80.
Operating from the gun. Brown. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Saints.
On the handoff, Benson running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60
Looking to throw. Brown. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
65,
Back to throw. Brown. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, as the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync, are they have one mind that, hey, it worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job at bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
12 yards to go.
You look at this Saints defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
On third down, here's Gibbs. Now he's free at the 35. Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Let's go now.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Come on, come on.
Another run here with Benson. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Liking 18. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Brown now from the gun on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a toss left side for Benson. And he still is yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun. Brown. Finding Green complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Saints on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw. Brown. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Now Brown, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Lions 21. Saints nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10.
For the Saints. First down. A gain of 16 yards.
Operating from the gun. Brown.
First down.
He completes it to Olave. And he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
They run over center with Benson. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. Brown. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26.
That's another Saints 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Looking to throw. Brown. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before it's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Ready. 19, Charlie, 19, trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Brown operating from the gun toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Here's Brown. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Elijah Arroyo. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready, break. average. 60.
Second and 11. And his throw is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, it just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to kick it away.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Saints.
Back to throw. Brown. Open man here is Benson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Brown.
That one complete to Leggett.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
13 more yards. That's another Saints first down.
Back to throw now on first down.
On the slant, complete to Green.
14 more yards.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
A gain of 14. And the Saints.
On first down, it's Benson.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sign of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a blitz coming, and down he goes. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Running an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
That's called. It's Sam Laporta. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Ready?
trying the left side with Gibbs.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here we go.
On first down, right back to Benson.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. Hiking and feed.
Back to throw. Brown.
And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brown. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Racing to the end zone.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Brown. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
19 sight, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now Brown from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try to get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught inside the 20. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14.
Yards on the play. That's a Saints first down. 41-yard gain. First down, Saints.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready.
Now a give, right side. Mills. Able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. They're down here in the 3rd quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brown.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Hawk 70.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Jalen Phillips on the tackle.
The completion on first didn't get much, and the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
He finds his man, complete. It's Craig. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works him past the 50. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ready? Cougar 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Let go.
They go play action here on first down. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
You know who's gonna find you? The more man fishing. 60 Bison, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manopon. Rolling out to Durban, Robert pudding with some prawn. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a dawn.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
I just want to rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides. And you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. does reach the 5.
First down. First and goal, New Orleans.
Brown now. From the gun, he'll throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Lions 35, Saints 19. Andy Borregales set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. That brings him 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
8 yards on the play. That's good for the Lions. First down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
70 Lions, trap 60, trap 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Vasquez. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Bronco 80.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he comes back with one complete. And one down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. Touchdown! Jamison Williams from 6 yards away. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight. And now they're going to fake it. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Here we go.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
They'll go again with Benson.
Shreds the tackle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Going underneath to the tight end, Green. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
This 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Brown. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Saints, first down.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
A give up the middle with Benson.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up there thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
They'll try to run for it with Benson.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they're working across midfield.
172 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 50-yard line.
Hand off down to Gibbs.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Now, faster.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Detroit, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for New Orleans,
this loss really hurts their playoff chances as they drop to 7-8 with 2 games left.
And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.